Jonathan Taylor is on pace for a truly historic season. Through 9 games, he's already hit pay dirt 14 times, a number that puts him in some seriously elite company. But that's not even the most unbelievable part of his 2025 campaign. He's doing all this while being the most marked man in the entire NFL. Every single week, the opposing defense's game plan starts and ends with one goal: stop number 28. And week after week, they fail. So how is he putting up these video game numbers when every coordinator and defender on the schedule knows who's getting the rock? It's because he's not just having a great season, he's become the most dominant and unstoppable force in the league. Let's break down the film to see how he's not just leading the league, but completely redefining the running back position in 2025. When you watch a Jonathan Taylor highlight, the explosive cuts and raw power are what jump off the screen. But to really get his greatness, you have to look closer. You have to watch what happens in that split second before the explosion. The foundation of his game, the thing that takes him from a great athlete to a generational talent, is his vision and an almost unnatural patience. Most running backs get the handoff and just hit the designed hole with everything they've got, whether it's there or not. They're sprinters waiting for the gun. Taylor's different. He's a grandmaster playing chess while everyone else plays checkers. Watch him on an inside zone run. He takes the handoff and his first move is often a subtle, patient shuffle. His eyes are scanning, reading the linebackers before he even gets to the line of scrimmage. He isn't just looking for a hole, he's looking for the best hole. He's diagnosing the defense's flow and anticipating which of his linemen will win their block. This is exactly what you hear analysts talking about when they say letting your blocks develop. Taylor has perfected it. There are countless plays where the designed gap is totally clogged, a run that'd be a 0-yard gain for 90% of the backs in the league. But for Taylor, that's just the starting point. He'll press the line, draw a linebacker in, and then, with surgical precision, plant his foot and bounce to a secondary lane he saw opening up 2 steps ago. It's this mix of elite processing speed and trust in his O-line that turns nothing into something again and again. His 5.7 yards per carry average isn't just about home run speed, it's built in his mind. Vision gets you to the second level, but what happens when you get there? For Jonathan Taylor, that's where the punishment begins. This season, he isn't just running through defenses, he's systematically demoralizing them, one broken tackle at a time. The stats are honestly ridiculous. Through 9 games, he is consistently one of the league's top players in yards after contact and forced missed tackles. What does that look like on the field? It means the play is never over. It means a perfectly blocked play that should go for 5 yards goes for 12. It means an unblocked defender in the backfield isn't a tackle for loss, it's just a speed bump. This isn't just brute force. It's a specific, violent style that just wears a defense's will down. In the first quarter, defenders fly in, eager to land a big hit. By the fourth quarter, you start to see something else. You see what they call business decisions. You see a cornerback who has a chance to fill a gap suddenly take a wider angle, hoping someone else cleans it up. You see a safety go for a strip instead of squaring up because he's already felt the force of Taylor's pads twice before. His performance against the Denver Broncos in Week 2 was a masterclass in this. He piled up 165 rushing yards, and it felt like half of them came after a defender already had hands on him. This is the unseen value of his power. It doesn't just show up on the stat sheet, it shows up in the exhausted body language of the other team in the final minutes of a game. He's not just trying to get a first down, he's trying to make sure the guy tackling him never wants to try it again. This is the kind of dominance that changes games. If you're enjoying this breakdown of how Taylor is dismantling defenses, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're breaking down the film on the NFL's biggest stars all season long, and you won't want to miss it.
Every great player has a rival, a team they just seem to own. For Jonathan Taylor, that team is the Tennessee Titans. What he has done to the Titans' defense is genuinely historic. Let's set the stage. In Week 3, the Colts went to Nashville, where Taylor ran for 102 yards and found the end zone 3 times in a blowout win. A dominant performance, sure, but it was only the beginning. Fast forward to Week 8. The Titans come to Indianapolis with a game plan obviously built around stopping the man who had just embarrassed them. They knew what was coming, and it made zero difference. Taylor was even better. He gashed them for 153 yards on just 12 carries. He scored on an 18-yard run. He scored on an 80-yard run. He even caught a pass for a 19-yard touchdown. 3 total touchdowns, again. With that performance, Jonathan Taylor became the first player in NFL history to score 3 touchdowns in 3 consecutive games against the same opponent, a streak stretching back to their matchup in late 2024. Think about that. Legends have played this game for over 100 years, and none of them have ever done that. It's a level of sustained ownage that's almost impossible to comprehend in the modern NFL. The Titans' run defense was struggling, and Taylor exposed it without mercy. His 174 total yards in that Week 8 game came on just 14 touches. That's an average of 12.4 yards every single time he touched the football. Against the Titans, he's simply an inevitability. Vision gets you through traffic. Power lets you punish defenders. But what truly makes Jonathan Taylor a game-breaking weapon is the final, terrifying piece of the puzzle: his elite breakaway speed. It's one thing to have a back who can grind out 4 yards. It's another to have one who can take it to the house from anywhere on the field. That's the threat Taylor poses on every snap. He's built like a bruiser, but has the top-end gear of a sprinter. This lethal combo was on full display in that Week 8 game against the Titans. The play that broke the game open was an 80-yard touchdown that showed everything that makes him special. He took the handoff, showed that signature patience as his card pulled, then made one decisive cut and burst through the hole. A safety came flying up to meet him, taking what looked like a perfect angle. But then the afterburners kicked in. Taylor accelerated, not just running past the safety, but making his angle look silly in retrospect. He stayed in bounds down the sideline, running over 21 miles per hour and leaving the entire defense in his dust. That play isn't a fluke, it's who he is. Defenses can't just play to stop the 4-yard run, they have to account for the 80-yard run on every play. They can't bring a safety into the box too aggressively, because if Taylor gets past that first level, no one is catching him. This forces coordinators into an impossible choice: load the box and get burned by the pass, or play it safe and pray your secondary can tackle a 226-pound freight train in the open field. There's no right answer. That is the definition of a game changer. So, what do you get when you put it all together? You get the mind of a quarterback, with the vision to dissect a defense before the play develops. You get the demoralizing power that turns would-be tacklers into spectators. You get the historic consistency to dominate a rival in a way the league has literally never seen. And you top it all off with the game-breaking speed to score from anywhere. This is why Jonathan Taylor is more than just the league's leading rusher. It's why he's a true game changer. He is the engine of an Indianapolis Colts offense that ranks first in the league in points per game. His performance has him squarely in the MVP conversation, and rightfully so. He isn't just a running back having a great 2025. He is a player actively redefining what it means to be dominant at the position. He's a throwback in his physicality and a modernist in his efficiency, a puzzle that so far no defense has been able to solve. But what do you guys think? Is Jonathan Taylor the best running back in the NFL? Is it even a debate at this point? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you want more film breakdowns on the league's most dominant players, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel.